Knowing that we are going to have this high-speed rail open up in 2015 makes our progress and our planning that much more critical.
Studies have shown that for every dollar in new investment in transit, we can get about $5 back in economic impact through job creation and through the capital investment of these construction projects. So it's a terrific investment and a great return for the entire Tampa Bay area.
I'm what they call a choice rider because I do drive, but sometimes, very often, I'm a little lazy. I don't want to buck the traffic, and I have other work to do. I can read or write or do a dozen things while I'm on the bus instead of fighting the traffic.
This is the same group of people who got the money to bring US 19 up to a limited access roadway. It's the same business community. They're still excited. They're still involved and really looking forward to make this project happen too.
They're going to be able to come over, for instance, in the high-speed rail and then get off in downtown Tampa and get on the Hillsborough rail system that they're planning and then be able to come across the bay, link up with the Pinellas rail system and then make their way essentially to the beaches and the tourism. I think that's extremely important that tourists can see that there's sort of a seamless connectivity between their tourist destination, where they're getting off a plane, and then all the different points in between the points of interest that they could travel to.
Tying together high-speed rail on the beaches is a really big deal for tourism and for lifestyle purposes, and then you can tie it to Tampa International Airport, Busch Gardens, USF.
Once you have high-speed rail, we've got to connect to it with really strong systems, both in Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, and really throughout our region. We won't get the benefit of a high-speed rail if we don't improve our local systems.
Everybody wants to have an easier route to get their workers to and from work, but also to get their goods and services out to market. And by having the commuter and the pedestrian and the people moving on the rail lines, you've got more opportunities on the roadways for the delivery trucks and so on that's needed to support business and industry.
I'm in the process of forming a transportation task force that will take all of the plans from the bus system and from the long-range plan from the MPO, as well as the current alternatives analysis that's looking at the rail system in Pinellas County. And we'll have 24 folks from the business and civic community who will work along with 5 elected officials to try to develop a plan, develop funding resources and sources, and then take that final report back to the county commission either in 2011 or 2012.
Business community is vitally important because we see that economic competitiveness and improving the business climate for Pinellas County is very important, and transit is a component of that. It's something that we're lacking right now, a first-class transit system in comparison with other major metropolitan areas, and the business community needs to be able to see how important that is to have a better transit system in place, and it just helps business all around for Pinellas County and Tampa Bay in general.
Asking people for tax increases at any time is a hard thing, but at least they should be asked. He said, here's our alternative futures, and I think people understand $4 a gallon gas and what that did to them. And when the world economy turns around, you're going to see $4 and $5 a gallon gas, and I don't think you want to be sitting there with your hands empty with no alternative solutions. So I think voters now have become more receptive to transit because of the shock of that.
First of all, mass transit is the heartbeat of the future. As far as the airport's concerned, since a principal target is the gateway area, transit between St. Petersburg, Clearwater, and Tampa will have a large effect on our ability to attract airlines and have sustainable future airline service.
There's a lot of parallels between Phoenix and in our area. Kind of a car-centric area that was kind of behind in public transportation. They made it work quickly, and one of the engines of that was the college student transportation. But I think what's important to think about is it's not just USF, St. Pete College, could even be our public school system. The issue is market, right? What is the market that you're going to serve with your public transportation system? Those are just some examples of what those regional and local markets are. Our challenge is put together public transportation that serves the people who need to use it, right? If we do that, people will ride it.
What was so wonderful about the entire day was not only the information that we received from Phoenix and understanding how they invented, created, and implemented their light rail system, but further having this many business, civic leaders, and elected officials in a room to be so excited about this endeavor that we're undergoing.
Well, it's a very impressive thing. It's a very good start for a community dialogue about how do you build a future.
And when you have a summit like we had today with over 300 people show up, that really shows the interest that both the community and the business community in particular have in public transit investments.